Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be blindly reviewing and ranking all of the Shan Seasonings that were in my pantry as of recording this. So for those who don't know, Shan Seasoning is a seasoning. I'll show you one as an example. This is the Cindy Biryani. Oh, I dropped it. Shan Seasoning, and you can get these at most Indian, Pakistani, Asian stores, and they're just good. They're good seasoning, good spice mix. If you're cooking a lot of Indian food, Pakistani food, then it's really good to have some Shan seasonings, in your pantry. So I'm gonna go ahead and rank all of them based on how much I like them. So the first one here is the Sind Biryani seasoning, and as it says here, this is good for if you want to make your beef biryani, have some beef chunks in there. If you see the ingredients to make sort of the Sind biryani, you can use different types of meat, chicken, beef, and then it just kind of the other thing I like about these seasonings is that they give you kind of the ingredients that you would use to make the dish. So already off to a good start, and I'm gonna put this, we're doing a blind ranking. Put this at number 1 right now, and we'll see how that ranking changes as the video goes on. Next we have chicken karai. I think this is a pretty underrated one, honestly. It's pretty easy to make in my experience. It's really just kind of sauteing chicken with the spice. You want to have, it's your oils, your vegetables, your garlic, green chilies, things like that. And overall, I mean, the thing with biryani is sometimes it's a little bit more work because you gotta be a bit more careful with it too, with it being a chicken or beef, and mixed with the rice and getting the portions right. So this is a bit easier because you don't even need rice with it necessarily. I sometimes just eat it with bread. So yeah, I'm gonna actually put this one ahead of the Sind biryani for now. So I'll put this at 1 and this at 2 for now. Next we have keema. For those who don't know what keema is, this is it says right there, it's a delicious, depending who makes it. If I'm making it, I would say it's delicious. Stir-fried ground meat. You can typically use, I use ground beef for this, but you can use like ground turkey or ground chicken as well. Very delicious. I also like to put potato in it sometimes, or peas. You can really get creative with it. I'm a really big fan of keema. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Enjoy the seasoning. This seasoning that I have used, this is actually probably my emptiest box right now, meaning I need to get some more. Because of that, I think we're gonna have a new number 1. So I'm gonna put the keema above the karai and above the Sind biryani for now. Next we have butter chicken. Now I know what a lot of you are thinking right now. Butter chicken's the one of the goats of Indian food, of Desi food. I like it. It definitely, it's a crowd pleaser and nothing against it. I do think it's like a bit overrated, and sometimes it tastes a bit heavy. Obviously, emphasis on the butter here. It can be a lot sometimes. I also like my, Indian food, like if I'm eating it, if I'm in the the headspace for it, I want it to be a bit spicier. And this recipe doesn't call for a lot of spice. You can obviously make it spicier. But the seasoning itself, if you can go and see the ingredients here and zoom in, that's the Spanish. Maybe this will be a little bit easier for me to read. Yeah, you got your red chili, cardamom. It's a good mix, and I will say the good thing about all these Shan seasonings in general is you don't have to. Some people get all these ingredients separately and mix them together, and that's fine. More power to you, but this just makes it easy. So the butter chicken, again, it's an easy dish to make, but it can be a bit more complicated than maybe a a keema or karai. And I do like biryani, but I do think the butter chicken, as far as just being just kind of like a quick in the box sort of seasoning, I would say I like biryani more as a dish. But as far as just kind of like a quick meal, it's a little bit easier. I'm gonna put the butter chicken above the biryani for the time being. Next, this is another keema seasoning. I think actually this makes sense why this one's a little bit emptier, because I had this new one as well. So, I already spoke on the keema before, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it, with that right now. And then last but not least, this one's kind of cheating. This is a 2-pack of Sind biryani and red chili powder. Not much to say on this. Red chili powder is pretty self-explanatory. And I mean, technically, I guess as far as a mix, because it was a 2-pack, I'll go ahead and put that, in between. I'll put it above this because this is just Sind biryani by itself. This was a 2-pack. I haven't even opened this one yet. So there you have it. That's my ranking. So we have number 1, we have the keema. Then we have the chicken, karai. I call it the chicken karai. It can really be any meat though, but it's usually chicken. Next we have the butter chicken, and then the Sindi biryani double pack, and then the Sindi biryani single pack. So that's my overall ranking. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more content like this, please subscribe. Maybe I can show in a future video how to cook with some of these as well. So just let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye.